This is Phil Aguilar from PhilAguilarOnline.com, and today is day 3 of my 90-day video challenge, and I want to talk to you about integrity. Integrity is something that I don't think everybody has. I'm definitely not I don't have the monopoly on it, I'll tell you that, but I try to make an effort to have the same behavior I would whether someone's watching or not. And you know, in my 40-some years, I've definitely failed at some things, but it's important to have that integrity in any kind of business, any kind of customer-related interaction. If that's what you're doing, you're starting a business or you're in business, it is good to have a high level of integrity, just because you want people to see you the same in every situation. You want people to see that there isn't a change in you when your circumstances change. And that's something that I strive for. Like I said, I'm not I guess I strive, basically I strive for that. And that's something that we all should be doing, whether it's in business or in just personal relationships or anything like that. An example of a reason why I want to talk about that is because last weekend I went to a live event, and it was a fairly small event, and there was a couple of leaders there that are from the West Coast and big shots in the industry, and I saw some behaviors that were kind of questionable, and the information that they were sharing and all the content that they had was excellent. Great training, great hints and tips that I can use in my business. But away from the stage, I guess you would call it, the podium, the where they were speaking, there was some things that I witnessed that I thought weren't the same as the message they were sending. And there was enough people there, I think, that probably saw exactly what I saw. And I guess in a way I wondered what message that was sending to the people that were there. And I, with the person that I was with, they questioned it too, and I was kind of, it didn't really bother me, but then I started thinking, okay, as someone that's in business, what does it look like when you do something that might be questionable? And from my standpoint, it didn't look good. It didn't look good. It didn't affect too much about what I thought about the information, but I think there was definitely a gray area there as to, okay, if this guy is saying this, or if this guy is saying this, or if this person's saying this, why should I trust them if I'm seeing this kind of behavior? And that's something that's going to hurt your business. That's going to hurt your leadership abilities. That's going to hurt your integrity, and it's going to look like it's just not going to look good from a customer standpoint. If I walk into a store and I see some behavior that's not meant for me to see, I'm still going to question whether or not I'm getting the products that they say I'm getting. If I'm getting this, and this, is this stuff as good as they say it is? As a salesman would say it was? I'd really question that. So I guess my tip to you, anyone in business, anyone that's starting a business, anyone that's in business, any kind of business, whether it's brick and mortar, online, you name it, it's very important to send that message to somebody, to a potential customer, that you're not only trustworthy, but you're trustworthy to a point where the products that you are either selling them or offering them are what they say, what you say they are. And if somebody questions my social media interactions, and if I put some questionable content on there, I'm definitely going to lose clients. I'm going to lose customers. It's going to hurt my business. And if you're in business now, if you're online, if you're a brick and mortar, you want to treat people like you would want to be treated. Now, I think that goes without being said, but you also want to act like you act. If you're the kind of person that tends to maybe use vulgar language or use just things that it might possibly turn somebody else off, you really honestly need to stop and think about, what kind of image you're portraying to the public, and that's something that might be hard for you to change. I grew up with not necessarily strict guidelines against language and actions and things like that, but I learned values that I don't have a problem, that the general public just doesn't have a problem with. So I haven't had a difficult time, removing things from my behavior and things, whether it's on Facebook or things like that. I don't have a problem with that. So I guess, my message today would be, really think about it. Really think about what you look like to somebody, from somebody else's perception. How does it seem? How do you interact with others? What image are you portraying to your fans, your fan page, your personal page, your just different social media places that you might be on or interacting on. So I guess integrity is an important thing. It's really important in business, and it's probably, if not the most important, it's really high up the list. So I ask just everybody, really look at how you look at what you're doing, look at how you're interacting, look at all your interactions online. And if you need to make some changes, you might have to do that. But thanks for coming. Day 3 of my 90-day video challenge, and day 4 is obviously coming up. Thanks for stopping by.